Hey Mustangs, welcome to your Tuesday edition of the Daily Update. I'm Haley Mnick. Let's get to the news. Things will start looking a little different in the Lone Star State next week after a major announcement by the governor. That story tops today's Mustang Minute.
Effective next Wednesday, all businesses of any type are allowed to open 100%. Also, I am ending the statewide mask mandate.
Governor Greg Abbott says it's time to open all stores and restaurants to full capacity and end the statewide mask mandate. Starting Wednesday of next week, no one is required to wear a mask in Texas. This decision comes after a record number of vaccines have been distributed across the state. Abbott expects Texas to continue safe practices to prevent the spread of COVID and keep people safe. This does not apply to federal buildings such as airports, courthouses, and bus stations. No word yet on if SMU's policy will change. SMU officials announced extra class days after the worst winter storm canceled classes less than 2 weeks ago. Classes will now be held on Good Friday and the first reading day. A Tuesday-Thursday schedule will be made on the Good Friday, and classes that normally meet on Wednesdays will be held on the first reading day. All classes will be held virtually. With the makeup snow days being announced, we took our cameras outside to see what students think about SMU's decision. Here is what some people had to say.
I think that SMU should have just canned a week of curriculum instead of starting to cancel even more days that we had off, because we have no spring break, and that wasn't really a spring break because we were still trying to figure out work. We couldn't do anything.
I mean, I feel like there needs to be some days because to catch up on work, but it's not too bad. I'm not like angry about it.
Ideally, I kind of would have preferred a Saturday being used as a makeup day as opposed to losing a reading day, because I really value the reading days right before finals.
I actually wasn't surprised. I mean, I thought I think it's pretty reasonable. So it's not like they're taking away weekends or anything. So it's just 2 days, so yeah.
I think that not having Good Friday off isn't going to be as beneficial as the administration might think, just because I think that people are still going to go on their like planned trips to go home or like wherever they were going.
I'm happy with it. I'm happy there aren't any Saturday classes, so yeah.
The Makeup Day announcement states that students whose religious practices include the observance of Good Friday should notify their professors as soon as possible to find ways to make up any missed work. After that record-breaking winter storm comes lawsuits across the state of Texas. Officials filed a lawsuit against Griddy Electric Company after customers received unusually high bills. Griddy charges a monthly fee to direct their customers to wholesale electricity, but it gave no warning on its customers of the high energy costs they were sending out. That resulted in customers paying hundreds, even thousands of dollars each day. The lawsuit states Griddy's downplayed the risk of its prices and misled customers. Former Dallas police officer Amber Geiger will be back in court next month for an appeals hearing. Geiger was found guilty of murder in 2019 and was sentenced to 10 years in prison for killing her neighbor, Botham Jean. Geiger's defense team is appealing that conviction, asking for a lesser charge of criminally negligent homicide. That court date is set for April 27th. Some students on the SMU campus end Black History Month in style. SMU Association for Black Students celebrates the end of Black History Month. The organization wrapped up a month-long of events with a spring fashion show that was held this past weekend. The fashion show, titled Black in Time, featured dance routines and runway walks. Many styles were inspired by iconic outfits seen in African American history over the decades. Well-known fashion staples from the 70s and 90s were crowned favorites, as well as more recent looks from the start of the 21st century. And that's your Mustang Minute.
The SPCA of Texas is the leading animal welfare agency in North Texas.
It's been amazing. It's been a wonderful experience, and it's just incredible to see some of these animals. I go to rescues, so I get to see them in their worst shape and then get to see them kind of transition and get them adopted.
The facility is home to animals both small and large.
I decided to adopt simply because it was a better alternative than just buying a dog. It gives somebody a home.
As long as an animal remains healthy, it will stay at the facility until adopted. For more information, please visit www.spca.org.
The Northeast is getting pounded by Mother Nature. 30 to 50 mile per hour winds have swept through the Northeast. The winds are strong enough to cause power outages and could affect more than 50 million people. Hazardous conditions, including flooding, could be expected, followed by a cold front. And now it's time for your 5-day forecast. It looks like we can expect nice weather all week. On Tuesday, there will be sunny skies and cool temperatures, so be sure to carry a light jacket with you. The high will be 61 with a low of 37. Wednesday, temperatures start to rise and there will be sunny skies again. The high will be 68 with a low of 44. Thursday, a few clouds will trickle in, but you can expect mostly sunny skies. The high will be 72 with a low of 52. Friday, there will be partly cloudy skies. The high will be 68 with the low of 46. So Mustangs, be sure to go out and enjoy that beautiful weather this week. That's your 5-day forecast. For SMU-TV, I'm Haley Mnick.
Don't keep her in a bubble. We've got to expose her and let her enjoy life, because it's quality of life. You know, you want her to be able to experience things. This is my life song. You know, it's not just Hallie that's sick, but there's other children with DBA, and there's other children that have other diseases, and then there's other adults, and there's just so much out there. What can we do to help?
You gotta swab. You gotta swab. You gotta get off those couches and swab.
For more information on Hallie's Heroes, please visit teamhalliebea.org.
If you think pineapple on pizza is bad, wait until you hear about this new topping at Fong's Pizza. An Iowa pizza place is taking pizza for breakfast to a new level with their loopy fruits. It's a breakfast pizza topped with Fruit Loops, mozzarella, condensed milk, and Greek yogurt. The new menu item is causing curious delight and gasps of horror. In case you're wondering, the questionable pizza is a permanent addition to the restaurant menu. Well, Mustangs, that's all we have for you today. Remember, you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/SMU-television and follow us on Twitter at SMU-TV. If you have any story ideas, shoot us an email, smutv@smu.edu. Tune in Wednesday for more news from the Hilltop. Until then, have a great day and pony up.
SMU-TV and the Division of Journalism want to thank our underwriters, North Park Center in Dallas, Javier's Gourmet Mexicano on Cole Avenue, and Advance ER off West Lovers Lane. We appreciate your support of student media.